Jeff Gerstmann, I have just one question for you.
Yes, Ben Pack, ask away.
What is a man?
I don't know. I didn't pay for the right Kickstarter tier to get the answer to the question, so I...
Did you pay the right Kickstarter tier to get your face in the game as a summonable familiar?
I did not.
Because here in Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, these are all totally backers of the game.
Oh, like those paintings are everywhere in this game. Not just I like what I've played of this game, but the constant Kickstarter backer portraits kind of all over the game is distracting.
They've kind of worn off here. So this is, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
I'm what the game says 24% of the way through this castle. My map
So maybe more like
number.
6% then?
So yeah, who the hell actually knows?
You're either about to finish the game or
I'm
you'll never finish the game.
A quarter of the way to halfway through the game.
Right.
But so far, I'm having a great time with it.
It seems good.
Yeah.
So, I've only played like an hour and a half or so, so you're a little bit past me.
So this is a pretty if you were wondering, could one of the dudes who was heavily involved with Symphony of the Night take $5.5 million and 4 or 5 years to make another game that is somewhat like Symphony of the Night? The answer to that question is yes.
Except no, because it almost certainly cost more money than that.
Sure. He took $5.5 million, turned that into some more money.
Yeah, turned that into some interest from 505 Games, who published it, and so on and so forth, and yeah.
I'm having a blast with this. So last year I played through all of Time Spinner, which was kind of the time travel themed Symphony of the Night
First person shooter, catch the monkey, all that stuff, right?
I wish. And I enjoyed that game. I had a really good time with it. I thought it was super fun.
Cool, yeah.
But then playing this, which is much more of that game did a lot of things that these kinds of games didn't. Like it had the time travel thing, some other stuff. But playing this and just playing like a really faithful 2D Castlevania recreation by like people who understand the ins and outs of those games.
So what you're telling me is, it was cool that they did all that really new stuff, but what you really wanted was just something.
Well, I mean, this is a much larger budget.
Yeah.
You have to imagine, and a much larger team and everything. But instantly, so let me pull up the map here. I really appreciate how this castle has been laid out so far. You have good stretches of not being able to fast travel back and around. There's a good risk reward of should I keep exploring?
Yeah.
I feel like the save points are fairly evenly spread out. Mm-hmm. It feels like this was crafted by people with a really intimate knowledge of how to design a Castlevania.
And Koji Igarashi and I presume some of the people on the team maybe did some of that stuff. I actually don't know now that I think about it. Didn't just make Symphony of the Night.
Right, his main game was actually
those handheld games.
Dawn of Sorrow.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be like a Symphony of the Night. I don't know.
For DS.
How to move this thing. Oh, right. Okay. So basically, here's what I'm working with. I got a main weapon attack here. I can rotate around the right stick here. This will just kind of do, most of the time it's to aim a spell or something. This can be used to push doors and stuff like that too. Oh, they're back. Just when I said they kind of went away. I'm so sorry. What would you think it would be like to fucking have to kill your own face in this game?
Finally.
I've been trying to do it slowly over the course of, 30 years. Oh shit, it's Dracula.
That's Jeeble.
Well. Look at all the shards you've amassed. How does it feel?
I like how over the top the voice acting is. There's so much cheesy shit in this game, but it all works because it's...
I like that your character, this is updated with your current gear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool that in cutscenes it shows your current equipped inventory.
It is
you
cool.
Look dumb.
Yeah, I really like how stupid I look. I'm wearing not optimal accessories, those glasses there, just because I like how dumb it makes my character look.
Yeah.
I have better stat items. It also makes it kind of hard to care about the grand lore of this game because there are people talking about you were in a coma for 10 years for trying to use alchemy to summon the demons of hell.
But then at the exact moment that you woke up, Jeeble here, who's the only other shard bearer.
Yeah, but I'm just like in a pirate hat.
Yeah.
I have you now, Jeeble.
So this is like your dad, basically, or your mentor's dad. They're gonna do some DBC shit to each other.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And now you die.
Oh, damn. I thought that this Gebel guy was gonna be like the last boss for sure.
Master, you must conserve your energy for King Bale.
So I must.
I'm just gonna... You get the picture.
Yeah.
There are characters in this world who have intentions that are not clear.
Oh.
Not to blow your mind.
A lot of different weapons to equip.
Yeah.
You got the sword, but it's...
So I actually have this wheel here.
Oh, okay. I didn't-
And I can kind of hot
convenient.
swap between preset items.
I did not see the wheel.
Yeah, it's something you eventually unlock.
What? Why would you have to unlock a weapon wheel?
I could see, like, I think it's probably like right after
Okay,
where
so
you
like, what
are.
if you get enough weapons to like maybe actually need one?
Yeah, and or to like
Maybe
force
that
you to experiment with everything
Sure.
a little bit and just like see what you like.
Yeah, there's straight up guns.
Yeah. And like special rounds. There's actually a lot of like Monster Hunter kind of elements in this. You have special rounds that do different things. There's a lot of crafting, like you can cook, and these will like increase your stats temporarily, almost like a Tales game also. But yeah, there's a ton of weapons. I'll pop into the menu here in a sec.
But I think I ended up going the route that I ended up sticking with like the short sword. It seemed like the right balance of speed and power.
Yeah.
Whereas like the whip is just
I was about to say, I really like the whip. I really like the whip because the air hitbox on it
Oh, that is big. Okay.
is really
Yeah.
good. And if you kind of feather...
I guess yeah, and I guess if you jump into an attack and then
Yeah.
hit again when you land,
There's like
you
no
kinda
landing
pop,
lag,
pop.
so you can get 1, 2. Yeah, it's a good like air-to-air or air-to-ground
Yeah.
hitbox, and that's where this weapon wheel comes in handy because like now I can have this. I kind of want to open one more slot so I can get like a big overhead kind of axe
Right.
weapon.
Yeah. There's like the broadswords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought the katana was all right. You get that kind of under, like pull that draw slash, like unsheath slash kind of upward thing,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat.
This is cool too.
What is that?
This is a
Like a
spinning
chain
sword.
thing? It's like a chainsaw, but a gun.
Gun sword. I also have this.
Oh sure.
Which is a pretty cool thing. So you have like a normal spell on triangle, and then you have an aimable spell on R2 and this, and then you have like you're not supposed to see that.
What? What did?
What?
What did you? Hank? What did you do? What is it? What happened?
I'm Lily. I turned into Lily.
Who's that?
She's a bunny girl. You can turn into her sometimes. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
This game.
Can she get through grates?
No, this is like this is not quite like a mist form type thing. This is more of just a spell you can equip. There's 4 different. Speaking of spells, there's 5 different shards. So this is your like triangle kind of single shot. You see, there's a monocost, a grade, and a rank. You can. If you collect, so you collect these from killing a monster, you get its soul, and then you can use that soul as a spell.
Do you get the impression that each monster has a different shard to drop?
Yes.
Each type of monster? Okay.
I believe that's the case.
Like a collect them all, sharded up.
Even, so we can, so you
okay.
see there's a little mark here.
Yeah. So you see if you got the shard or not. Cool. So if you want to kill more simians to finally get that shard.
Right, and then you can upgrade shards as well. Like if you get multiple, you can go see the alchemist and they'll stack. So you have a normal one here. You have a manipulative one, which is on L1 or L2.
Hover over Bunny more for what is it? Transform more possible actions. Okay.
So maybe like different attacks I'll be able to get. So that's what you get for upgrading.
Got
it. So like, and it's kind of vague. You kind of have to just do it to see what it is. Directional one, that's the kind of one I was using with the stick. A passive one, this will just be like,
cool. All right.
You know, better swords.
Better
nullify
swords.
strike
They should have just
damage.
called it better swords.
I mean, it's one word away from.
It says sword expertise. Never mind.
And then you got a familiar, which kind of follows you around for free.
Normally, I got to pay to have people follow me around, so that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. This guy's great. I would love if this guy was following me around. I don't like this one.
I feel like you'd have to explain it a lot.
Oh, this
mind
guy,
him.
yeah, we have a whole thing. Don't worry
He's
about it.
soulbound to me for all time. Never mind. Just,
This is not where I thought I'd be going, even. Here we go. Here's where I am. Let's go back the other way, actually. I think I'm close to getting the double jump.
Ooh.
In fact, the last time I went to the person running the shop, my character said, "Boy, it sure is hard jumping around this castle. There's some really high ledges." And the lady was like, "Oh boy, if only there was some sort of demon that could have a soul that lets you jump twice. That'd be pretty cool."
I hope there's no double jump in this game. Like, obviously, there's enough stuff around like that right there. That's something you could jump up and get. But I hope that it's not as simple as just you can jump twice.
I did fight this kind of, let's keep going. This kind of ambiguously good or bad samurai-looking guy who had a grappling hook.
Yeah, grappling hooks are cool.
Yeah, they are. It made me think that was maybe a possibility. Okay, looks like I do have to go down that left path. Oh,
hey,
hello,
what's up,
dude?
I'm a wolf man.
This is the wolf man. He's a fucker. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of her going, in this game, cool. And it's a good sound effect. I like the voice actress. I think she does a good job with it, but at the same time, it's maybe embarrassing to hear over and over if you have, like, let's say, company in your house.
Look, if you have company in your house that's going to be like, "What's all that moaning?" then I feel like you have not been upfront with them about your interests.
They should have known when I started unpacking my PS4.
Like, oh yeah,
okay.
We're gonna hear this. Shard bearers gone wild.
Oh!
You just got a shard that lets you summon a wolf man.
Yeah, you're right. I should equip that. It's easy. You get so much stuff all the time that it's easy to lose track of it. Was that like a...
Was it summon Giramun? There we go. Summon a wolf man.
This is my wolf.
It's a fucking shield with a ghost of a wolf coming out of it.
This game's pretty good. Next time I hit a fast travel point, we'll go back to there's kind of like a main hub world where you have your shopkeeper, your alchemist friend who helps you like not only transmute these spirits, but also cook, as an alchemist does. I mean, cooking is basically food alchemy, so it's not that weird. And then there's like
it's not metal alchemy.
Right.
It's not necessarily full alchemy, but it's like
the dude looks
partial.
So much like fucking Edward Elric or whatever the guy's name is. He looks just like...
Wolfman on Wolfman, go!
Oh.
Yeah!
My Wolfman was better. Let's just keep going here. They do something so you see here, this like a cool 3D kind of pan around the tower effect. They play around with camera stuff in this game a little more than you might expect. It's not just straight up 2D action all the time.
That's cool.
To go down and to the left? Oh no, I have to go up. How did I even get...
I like that they have gone and created a level with a bunch of rotating gears because they're making a not Castlevania game.
How did I even...
Can you attack the wall? There are definitely some walls you can just bust open.
Yeah, there's tons of those, but no, you see here on the left, it would be like...
Yeah.
Maybe I have to slip under this and go...
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I got an idea. We're going to use a waystone and just travel home. Okay. And then we can fast travel back to where we need to go. It's worth noting they said they're going to be supporting the hell out of this game. I think the claim was 13 DLCs. And that's like bonus modes. That's like a boss rush, an extra hard mode. You know, a lot of stuff like that. I like that all the side quests in this game are avenge the death of this person. And you talk to her, and she's like, "Yeah, this guy was murdered by assassins. Go avenge him. There's just nothing more to it other
I'm
than
the person who is going to tell you everyone who died and who killed them and how much steel I'll give you for exacting vengeance
exactly
upon
3
them.
of the things that killed it. Here's our alchemy friend. So like I was saying, you can craft pretty much any item if you have parts for it. Let's see, I'm looking for like a cool sword.
And I guess any time you craft an item, it also then goes on sale in the shop.
Yes. Let's get.
In case you need 2 of them.
I'll go with this.
I like that it shows the stats here, so you just know right off the bat, like, oh, okay, that's better than what I got. I can craft and equip, and like it's very convenient.
And then here's like the recipe stuff. You can buy individual ingredients. You find them too from killing monsters and stuff.
Of course. I murdered this skeleton and pizza dough fell out.
Right. One of the items is that I have a lot of is breast milk. Don't ask. And then of course you can buff the essence of the shards.
Tell me.
You know?
Written by an alchemist named John Dee. It's written in Enochian script.
Okay, that's cool. And then to the left. Ooh, I like this sword.
Yeah.
And then also worth noting, I think a cool touch is every sword seems to have like a special move. And you're finding these in bookcases around the castle. So what did I just get? I just got the Surumaru. Do I have any Surumaru? This is a little.
Right there.
Oh, I got 2. Is that down, back, quarter circle, back, forward, square, and then I just got a straight up dragon punch.
Die.
Okay.
Crimson Storm.
Oh, okay. That's,
all right, cool.
That's really fucking cool. They used
Yeah.
a lot of MP there, but I don't care. That was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Dominique.
Shopkeeper.
I found a gate that's. Do you have any ideas how I might? Where was it?
She'll kind of give you hints, like meta. You know, here's the next place you need to go.
Well, I have heard tales of a demon train.
We've all heard tales of the demon train.
Yeah, I played Final Fantasy.
Want to have a look at my whip? What are you?
And then, you know, just simple stuff. I always like to make sure I buy 1 waystone, just in a pinch. You know, it's nice to get out.
Get out.
And, you know, ingredients, armor, all that good stuff.
Thank you.
I have a quest here to make this old lady some onigiri. Portable snack. Sponge cake? Would you consider sponge cake a portable snack?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry for the trouble, but don't worry, Susie.
At least you don't lose the item.
Yeah, that's good.
There for offering it. Let's get back into action.
Eat the whole sponge cake and go, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a restaurant and you order a burger or something, you eat the whole thing. You're like, I actually ordered medium well, and this was medium rare. Can I get a new one?
And then they throw you out.
I'm not allowed on Yelp anymore.
Wow. Your familiar levels up as well, right? I saw some level ups that didn't actually stop everything like that one just did. Is that what that was? Okay.
Totally. You can see that on the screen when you're equipping them.
Okay.
I like that you can just pull up the map at any point. It's pretty detailed. You kind of have to center on yourself constantly. So let's just make our way forward.
Okay.
Back on the castle design, it feels a problem with some of the less good Castlevania games is even though it's a game about like, oh, here's a wall, I know I'm gonna need to double jump back over this, it can still sometimes feel a little one track.
Yeah.
Of just like, there's exactly one place I can truly go at any point in time. But this game feels fairly open. I have like 3 areas I feel like I could explore right now.
Cool.
And like the enemies are a little bit harder in one of them, so I can tell, okay, maybe this is not exactly where I should be, but I can still progress a lot further than I think before like hitting I need the mist form to get past this. Let's go down to the caverns. Oh, this thing is is rough.
Enemy design seems all right.
Yeah. I want to show off my favorite one. I saw this one going around the internet as well. But,
This could be a dick monster like in Persona.
No.
Okay. Nice.
This is Puppy.
Wow. That's
44,000 followers on Instagram. Check it out.
yeah.
Have a brand marketing deal with Bacon Bits.
Well, let me know when you find the Japanese hedgehog.
Oh God.
enemy.
I just, this morning, one of the hedgehogs I follow posted a family tree, and I learned that so many of the hedgehogs I follow on Instagram are all related to each other.
Wow.
And it's kind of fun, you know, being like, oh my God, I didn't know Mr. Chopin and Ron Hari had a child. Did you know?
No, I didn't get them anything. I feel terrible. I'm pretty faithful to Hori Popo,
Yeah.
even though we all know.
Yeah.
Rest in.
Lala's still out there,
Lala's
though.
still out there, of course.
You got a lot of archetypes from these games, you know, hellish wheel, Medusa head,
Yeah.
bat.
Thing that throws bones or bone-like things at you at an arc.
Yep. Some of the first two enemy types I remember encountering in the castle were bat and creature that comes out of the ground like a zombie.
Yeah.
So don't worry, they got it.
Yeah. They made the thing.
I've been playing. We're playing on PS4 Pro right now. At home on my normal PS4.
What is that?
This is at max HP up, and that white thing is gonna maybe be another slot for my. Yep, cool. I unlocked another shortcut here.
It's a weird thing to be unlocking, but okay.
Yeah, I guess like, you know, as you play more, you're gonna have more combinations of like, so the cool thing is, I'll show it off because I didn't really get it in depth. So the first thing you do is like you paste your current loadout in here because it's gonna have usually all your best armor and stuff like that. But then you can just go ahead and change everything around.
Oh, so it's a full loadout. It's not just changing weapons. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, if you have armor that's specific or like an
like-
accessory that shows hidden wall, I don't know if
Right,
that one
or like
exists,
you want
but,
higher
know.
ints for, because
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
okay, this is gonna be my spell class, because you can even chart and change all your spells here, your familiars, you can name them.
Yeah.
Because once you have 8 of them, I imagine
Right.
it'd be hard to keep track of what's what. There's a lot of really nice kind of quality of life things like that in this game. Hey, look, he's here. Everybody's here.
Why? What? That's.
I
Did they
think,
back the game? Wait, hang on.
dude, it's an indie game.
I'm calling the cops.
What are you talking about? It's the law. He has to be there. I think you can, in fact, there is a mode coming where you can play as Shovel Armor.
Man. Enter your name as Alucard.
You can enter your name at the beginning, which made me wonder
Yeah.
what.
It's probably something like that.
But you know, if this all looks familiar to you, I would say that is on purpose. When you're remaking a game like, or not remaking, reimagining a classic game like this, I imagine it's a fine line you have to walk between creating something that's faithful to people's memories of it, but also creating something that's playable in the current year.
Yeah.
And I feel like this game does a really good job of doing both.
Yeah, and I think it's, you know, there are a lot of these now.
Yes.
And I appreciate some of the games that have like gone a little further outside of the box in some cases, and I think that's cool. But also, I'm still really enjoying this, even though it is, you know, a little more faithful to what we think of as like the blueprint for this type of thing.
And like we've played 3 clones of this in the last year.
Right. But did those games have Shovel Knight? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
But this one does, and you know that's enough to keep me going. I'm gonna.
yeah. I've been playing on PC, and
How's that?
And it runs good.
Okay.
It's got some options for like, hey, this is a controller mode for lower latency that might reduce performance, which is like a weird thing to see in a menu, but I turned it on and performance seems great still on my machine, and the control feels good, so I don't know. It seems fine.
Yeah, and it's also coming out on Switch next week. that I'm interested to see how that version plays and runs, because I was going to say on my home PS4 it has been a little
non-pro.
On a non-pro, I've had some moments.
Amateur PlayStation.
And not even like, so there's that freeze when you level up, but I've had just sometimes like I'll kill an enemy and it'll freeze like that and nothing will happen.
Weird.
Seems a little unoptimized. There's also a weird bug going around. They are addressing on Twitter where if you start a game and then get patch 1.02 after you've already started, it moves some stuff around, which makes the game like unprogressible. They said they're working on a fix for it.
When did 102 come out? Because I wonder if I ran into that.
Maybe. I'm not quite sure. I think I downloaded it the initial time I downloaded this game was after 102 came out.
Okay.
But they said they're working on a fix. And they said like, if you're past that point, it shouldn't affect you at all. Or if you're doing like New Game Plus.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, that's Bloodstained. I think this game really speaks for itself. I think it's a really nice distillation of what people like and remember from Symphony.
I'm glad it came out well. I played it a couple years ago, and it came away from it going like, oh, this seems okay, but not, you know, like
there were questions about the control, about the look, about a lot of things actually, and they managed, it seems, to address most of it.
Seems nice.
Yeah, I'm having a blast, and I'll check back in, you know, bring it up on the Bombcast. Maybe I'll beat it and try to bet it more there. But that is Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, available now. Thanks for joining me here.
$40.
$40. I think it's super worth. I'm gonna keep kicking it in these catacombs, and you're welcome to join me if you'd like.
I'll give it a shot, Ben.
Cool, thanks.